2023 was an incredible year for Lights Up Productions, where we engage creativity with reason through the arts, especially musical theater. We brought back the third annual installment of The Passion and the Cross, and this, folks, was the largest cast we've ever assembled in 27 years or so. We've never had this many men, women, and children in a production. We had 120 people involved in The Passion, about 57 kids or so, and the rest of them being adults. And I don't think we could put any more people on the stage of the Orpheum Theater downtown Sioux Falls. 2 days after The Passion ended, we began rehearsals for Hidden Treasures, which was a mini production I was asked to write and produce for Alpha Center, which is a crisis pregnancy center.
I feel so alone. Where do I go?
We actually didn't do any fundraising in 2023. We didn't hold our usual banquet. We just helped other organizations with their fundraising, and Alpha Center was very well worth it. We were grateful and honored to be a part of that, and so about 25 of us rehearsed and practiced and put on this mini show, which impacted about 1,400 people at the convention center during their Alpha dinner. Immediately after that, we began working on our first ever kids camps. So we had 2 weeks of kids camps right here in our rehearsal building where I'm standing, and 50-some kids or so took part in that 1 week, and then another week of 20-some kids, and what a time it was.
Over here! Jesus said, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees.
The summer was full of producing a brand new musical called Parables and Proverbs that we kicked off for the very first time at the Orpheum Theater in September.
There is a cloud of witnesses watching you so.
Then we did Parables and Proverbs at the Performing Arts Center in October at the Canton Performing Arts Center for Inspiration Hills, which was another fundraiser that we took part in, and we helped this great organization with their funds and getting the word out. We had about 800 people there for the show in Canton. It was great exposure for Inspiration Hills, not to mention there were a lot of new people who had never heard of us, so they got to see what we are all about. The very next day, we began rehearsals for our second annual Prince of Peace, the Christmas story, which returned to the Orpheum Theater in December, and we had just under 4,000 people attend this amazing show. It was a beautiful time. Dozens of people have said that it was the best Christmas musical they have ever seen or experienced in their life. Secondly, dozens of people said it was the first thing they had ever seen of Lights Up. They didn't know who we were and hadn't seen any of our shows, and now they will be back to see The Passion and the Cross, our next show, as it returns for our fourth season. 2024 will not be any exception. We will do what we are called to do, walking in obedience, using our gifts, our treasures, our talents, our time, our resources, for the sake of the truth of the gospel of Christ. Thank you once again for all of your support, all of our volunteers, all those that are a part of making these shows successful, and our other events and all that we do. God bless you, and Happy New Year.